Welcome to the CrossFit Max podcast.
What is going on, team? Thank you so much for tuning in. We appreciate each and every one of you. Now, if you listened to last week's episode, in our banter topic, we teased the YouTube channel and we talked a little bit about it. But I gotta be honest, we got super excited and we wanted to do a full podcast episode on the new vlog series we're gonna be putting out on YouTube. We have been working hard on this podcast for nearly 1 year now, and this is great audio content, especially for those people driving around and listening in their car. But we wanted to put some shorter form and more entertaining stuff about just the CrossFit Max lifestyle for the people who walk into our gym, the coaches, and everything to do with health and fitness and making it fun. So we hope you enjoy this episode. Make sure you give us a rating and a review, and let's get to it. All right. All right, let's do it.
Are you recording?
I sure am.
Oh.
Welcome, everyone, back to your favorite podcast of the week. Don't break the microphone, my love.
What did I do?
Oh, no. Technical difficulties as we've started. We're doing so great.
I really broke it.
What do you mean you broke it? Just tighten it. Susie and technology, not great.
I'm good at technology.
Are you? People who say they're great at technology are usually not great at technology. I'm just kidding.
I'm not great.
Okay, we're diving into this episode here.
Okay,
We're doing a technology topic, actually.
No, we're not.
We're talking about YouTube.
Oh, yeah, we are.
We are.
But YouTube is not technology. Can we start over?
Can we do banter topic?
I feel like we need to start over. This has been a rough start.
Why? You want to do another 3, 2, 1?
Yeah.
That's awkward. They've already heard all this so far.
Well, no, because I'm going to edit it out.
Banter topic.
Okay.
I have one. Something that has completely changed our last week, and that was quite affordable. Blackout curtains.
Oh, yes.
So, if you guys don't know, Susie has a nickname. Do you want to tell them what your nickname is?
Snoozy.
Snoozy can sleep anywhere, anytime. And yeah.
Could be any time of day. It could be anywhere from a kitchen bench to a bed.
Yeah.
Could be
on the floor. It could be on this table.
Honestly, yeah.
Literally 2 weeks ago, I was coaching your mom. Mama Miller was here
so funny.
On a Friday. Susie now coaches the 6 a.m. on Fridays.
I was so tired.
And I had Susie's mom as a PT at 1 p.m. And we were going through our session. It's literally just us two on one side of the gym, no one else in the other side of the gym, and just Susie at the front desk. And I saw her head just leaning on the table. And we both looked at each other and we're like, is she sleeping right now? And when I went over there, you were
came over to me?
Dead asleep. Yeah, I remember I think I kind of moved or rubbed your hair or something, or moved something that was kind of awkward. She had, so our front desk, it's a higher up table. She's sitting on a stool, and it's an L shape. She's leaning on one side of the desk with her foot, not even on the other side of the desk, but pushing into the other side of the desk, which I was so confused on how you do that. And I knew you were really asleep because when I kind of combed your hair or moved something out of the way,
you're so sweet.
You actually jumped. Oh, I was like, oh, it's okay. And then you literally went back to sleep after that.
I have no recollection.
And she slept for like 15, 20 minutes.
It's what we call a power nap, baby.
Anyways, me, on the other hand, I am the opposite. I really struggle.
Like the stars to align, the moon to be precisely at 47 degrees east in order for him to be able to even consider sleeping. The temperature of the bedroom needs to be perfect. It needs to be completely pitch black.
Yeah.
There has to be he needs to be sung 2 hymns and rocked to sleep.
But Susie never rocks me to sleep because she's already sleeping for hours before I even get to bed. Anyways, we did this.
I'm a queen of the sleep.
We've been at our condo for
3 years.
More than 3?
3 years this summer.
Okay, so not quite 3 years. under.
Oh no, 4 years this summer. Three and a half years.
Yeah. Okay. So 3.5 years we've been at this condo.
4 now. Sheesh,
and our curtains are the ones that came with the condo.
Yeah, we didn't pick them. They just came with it.
And they're relatively thinner.
They were sheer.
Yeah, they're thinner, and we live right next to what used to be a post office, Canadian post office, where they had all of their trucks there. We also live on like a major boulevard. Well, maybe not a major boulevard, but we live off of a major boulevard that has a very busy side street. Mm-hmm. And they have big lights on it that reflect right into our...
Because we're on the 4th floor. We're like kind
condo.
of the same height as the street lamps.
Yeah. So anyways, I always felt like there was a stupid amount of light that would get into our room, and it would drive me... I never
noticed.
And it would drive me bananas. So if you guys don't know any sleeping cues... If you're like me and you want to improve on your sleep, the number one thing I would highly recommend you do is make sure your bedroom temperature is cool. You want it to be anywhere between 18 to 20 degrees Celsius. You don't want a hot bedroom. You actually want a cool bedroom. Ooh. That will help you fall asleep. That will also help you stay asleep as well. So if you're someone that struggles with sleep or falling asleep, or you wake up a lot throughout the night, that is definitely something that you should prioritize right away, anywhere between 18 to 20 degrees Celsius. And if your partner doesn't like it, then throw them another blanket. It's better for them as well.
Get a new partner.
Yeah, exactly. Throw them away. Take the bed to yourself. No, I'm just kidding. So that is number one. Number two is you should try to get your room as dark as you possibly can. Now, I don't know why. I've just always had this thought that curtains were really expensive. Maybe at one point they were. I always thought blinds and curtains were really, really expensive.
Or maybe you were just like more poor at that time.
Maybe. I don't know. I just always thought that curtains were a very expensive thing to purchase. But maybe now with Amazon and with materials, I don't know. It's definitely cheaper now than what it used to be.
I mean, I feel like you could get really expensive curtains or really cheap curtains. It really just depends.
Yeah. Anyways, it was just maybe I'm totally wrong, but I always thought curtains were more on the expensive side, so I never even looked into it. So I just threw in a Amazon search for blackout curtains because I wanted our room to be darker because I was getting really fed up with it. And the thing is, when I said the building right in front of us used to be a Canada Post Office. It is no longer a Canada Post Office. They've moved, and I think they're going to do something with that building there. Mm-hmm. Not sure what. But anyways, there's this one light that is like a big, like hard white light that flashes onto the parking lot. But before, there used to be all of these Canada Post trucks. So it didn't have as much reflection. It was kind of put down towards the ground, and then the trucks would cover that light. But because all the trucks are gone now, it's just this huge, like, blinding light that reflects off of the ground and onto our building, essentially. Huh. Yeah. So
you don't say.
So it was pissing me off. So I had just threw up like an Amazon search, and we found curtains that were nice blackout ones. So black on the, the side that you don't see, and then a nice white on the outside. And it's been a game changer for me the last week.
It's going to be great for when our baby's taking a nap too.
Yeah. I mean, it does a phenomenal job, and I find, maybe Susie doesn't really find, but you can actually compare our living room to our bedroom because they're the same blinds. Well, now different, same curtains, now different curtains. You can see our bedroom is much darker now compared to the ones in the living room.
Yeah.
Anyways, that is something you should 100% focus on. And apparently, curtains are not that expensive. Not that expensive, especially blackout ones. Yeah. So, huge upgrade in my life. I've been sleeping so much better the last week.
Sleeping really well too.
Yeah, and aesthetically, the curtains look nice.
Yeah.
Makes the room dark. Our room is usually set pretty cold. And yeah. You've been sleeping like normal.
I'm like, everything is the same for me. I also would just like recommend anyone, even if you're not pregnant, to get a pregnancy pillow. They're awesome. It's so comfy.
Yeah. Well, do you want to tell? I mean, I feel like there's a bunch of different ones.
It kind of looks like a candy cane, and you just like hug it, and the pillow goes between your legs, and you're just like, it's like you're getting cuddled all night. It's amazing.
Mm-hmm. And if ever you're on the fence with your partner getting a queen or getting a king size bed, highly recommend you get a king size bed.
If you're not sleeping in a king size bed and you're 2 people, like, what are you doing?
It definitely has elevated our sleeping quality, I'll call it.
Yeah, it's increased our relationship love for each other.
And it gives Max a little bit of space in the room as well.
And there's room for the doggo.
Yeah, actually, Max is with us right now as we're recording this podcast.
Yeah, he's at my feet because you don't love him as much as I do.
Yeah, right before the podcast, Susie likes to kick me while we're doing podcasting, and Max decided that he was going to lie down right underneath the table and take all of my leg space. So
it's not his fault.
Yeah.
You have long legs. Your legs take up the whole podcast studio.
Yeah, they do. But yeah, so fun little fact, huge upgrade on our life. And if you're ever struggling with falling asleep and you find that your room is not dark enough, I would highly recommend, there you go, kicking me again. I would highly recommend getting some blackout curtains off Amazon. Super cheap. We have no affiliation at all, but I would highly recommend.
Use our promo code.
I would highly recommend it. Massive upgrade.
Yeah.
Okay. Banter topic complete.
Nice. Thanks for sharing,
Just wanted to share that stuff with you.
You happy with that?
I'm happy because I also feel like this can relate to a lot of people who struggle with sleep, and maybe I've just elevated their life just like these blackout curtains have elevated my life tremendously.
Yeah, I feel like also it's just like there are solutions to problems if you just like...
Yeah, but I didn't feel...
Don't wait 4 years to fix it.
In my head, I thought it was going to cost like $300, $400 to get these new curtains.
How much did they cost?
They cost $50.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I'll take it off your next
Very very affordable. Yeah. And it's something that I really wish I did 3 years ago. But anyways, you big goof. Okay. We're getting into the topic. We're talking technology here.
No, we're not.
We're talking YouTube. But we're going to talk about some of the things that we use for YouTube, all things YouTube related, our backstory behind it, what we're going to be doing with it. And yeah. So at this point, when we drop this podcast episode, they will have seen two episodes
of our YouTube channel.
Yeah, the CrossFit Max
Season 1, New Beginnings.
Yeah, I guess maybe depending on when they listen to this episode, maybe there's 3, 4, or even 50 episodes out. They might be listening to this in a year from now. Anyways, by the time we drop this podcast, there will have been 2 episodes released. Do you want to tell them a little bit about the backstory of our YouTube experience?
I feel like you're way more equipped to do that, but I'll do my best.
Okay. I'll interrupt you if you do anything incorrectly.
Okay, so once upon a time. Well, Brandon and I started a couples YouTube channel during the pandemic, was it?
Right. Technically before the pandemic.
Right before the pandemic.
Yeah.
It's
so
like we saw it coming.
February of 2020.
Oh, yeah.
Early February. So maybe weeks before the pandemic hit.
We actually predicted COVID would happen.
I don't know about that, but...
Okay, so we started a YouTube channel, a couple's YouTube channel.
Called?
Susie and Brandon.
Yeah.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, wait, was it Brandon and Susie? No. Susie and Brandon has a way better ring to it.
Way better.
I'm the best.
Yeah, my name sucks.
I love your name. It's adorable.
Nice.
Anyways, so we started a YouTube channel because we wanted to share about how fun and awesome we were and how fit we were.
You're doing great so far. Keep it up.
Why did we start a YouTube channel?
I think we wanted to showcase the lifestyle behind health and fitness.
Yeah. We wanted to be influencers.
Yeah. I was coaching at a gym, you were teaching yoga.
Yeah.
And I felt that we could connect with a lot more people than our circle that we saw every day or the athletes that we coached every day.
I feel like we've always been the type of people who have had like a lot to say or share. Hence, now we have a podcast.
Yeah.
So we can talk. And I feel like we're both very passionate about our views on health and wellness, and like that's a big center of our lives. It's kind of the thing that bonded us the most initially as a couple.
Yeah.
And so we started a YouTube channel. We wanted to make our content fun and relatable.
Yeah.
Relatable.
Yeah.
Creative
And relatable for sure.
And yeah, so we started doing like weekly vlogs.
Yep. We started weekly vlogs. Then the pandemic hit.
And we had even more time to do vlogs.
Yeah. Yeah. We got a GoPro.
Yeah.
We learned the ins and outs of using a GoPro.
Brandon did.
Yeah, well, I feel like it was a team effort for sure. I took on the role of the editing side of things.
Yeah, you were like the tech guy.
Yeah.
I was the
technology.
Talent. I was the talent.
You were the talent, yeah.
You were the camera, tech, video editor.
To give even more of a background, I had been following many influencers on YouTube for years. At that point, Steve Cook was one of my favorites at the time.
Right.
Who else? There was definitely even the CrossFit Games. I really liked the behind the scenes. Yeah, that was kind of after we started. But before that, like I was following Steve Cook, Jeff Nippard.
Go one more. What's his name?
Nah, that was still after as well.
What's his name?
Nick Bear.
Nick Bear.
Yeah, so I was following a few. Even like I really, really enjoyed the behind the scenes of the CrossFit Games, like the old ones. If you guys, I'm not sure if they're still on YouTube or if they're free anymore, but if you guys want to see some fun footage of the old CrossFit Games, there's behind the scenes footage that was incredible. And I always just enjoyed the vlogging on YouTube. Mm-hmm. And I wanted to do something similar to that. And when you see these people who have hundreds of thousands, if not millions of subscribers on YouTube, you think it's as easy as just clicking the camera and going.
Go, yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's not that easy for sure. No, we got a GoPro, great quality for the time. I had to understand how to record because at the beginning we did like a fish lens by mistake. So just like in our first couple podcasts, there was glitches with volume or frequencies that we used.
Right.
Your voice sounded a lot lower than my voice on the first podcast.
Yeah, I remember.
The editing process was a whole new world. We did it off iMovie, but hey, if you ever do some recording of footage on your phone and then you struggle making an Instagram reel, let me tell you that editing footage for a YouTube vlog is
a million times harder.
Yeah, 10 times harder.
Yeah.
So I've soon learned that iMovie, which is a free software on Apple, was not nearly enough tools to be able to create something fun. So learning how the camera works, learning angles of footage, learning lighting as well.
Lighting was a big one.
Because even as something as simple of you're recording someone that is in front of a window, but you're facing that person who the window is behind, shows a really dark lens.
Yeah.
So when you go and edit after, you realize you can't use that footage because it's so dark because the sunlight goes right into the camera. Yeah. So you have to, but then on the flip side, you know that if you go the opposite, if you go in between the person you're filming and the sunlight projecting on them, then if you're facing in the same direction of the sunlight, the footage and the lighting is phenomenal. It's probably the best you can take. So just understanding the little details of that, understanding like when you see these hype videos, Susie mentioned Nick Bear being one of probably the best YouTube motivation fitness people on that channel right now, which is I'm not sure if it's Nick Bear on YouTube or if it's BPN. His company is BPN, but I think it might just be Nick Bear on YouTube.
I think you're right.
But if you're looking for like a huge amount of motivation, I would definitely recommend you check it out. But he has a full camera team with him while he's going to do these endurance runs. People are on trucks recording with different cameras and getting different audio. But anyways, there's angles that you need to understand. There's the cool B-roll scenes of like the motivational workout, and then also how to implement music. You can't just take
any music.
You can't just take like a Taylor Swift song and then just throw it into your thing because there's copyright issues. So you have to find that music or pay for non-copyright lists of songs and stuff.
Yeah, there's just like a lot of details that go into making YouTube videos, which we started to learn.
Slowly but surely.
Yeah.
And guess where I learned it all?
YouTube.
On YouTube. Yeah, so understanding angles, lighting, music, understanding. Then I upgraded to Final Cut Pro.
Right.
Which is like a much more advanced system than iMovie. understanding like
nice
camera. Overlays of like when you could talk versus overlaying scenes and all that stuff. So yeah, the next thing we did is we realized that GoPro can only take us so far in terms of nice footage. And then, yeah, we got actually your parents.
My parents gifted us for Christmas a Canon.
Yeah, I can't even remember the name of the Canon anymore.
M50.
Is it M50?
M50, I think.
Yeah, I can't even remember. It's been so long. But yeah, so your parents were super generous for a Christmas gift one year. They got us the Canon camera. And then understanding the audio that comes with that camera.
That was hard.
Yeah, and then, yeah, there were so many cool things learning on that project. Anyways, we released a video every single week, or almost entirely every single week, for nearly 2.5 years. I think maybe 2.5 years we did that.
We did that for a while.
And I actually looked when we restarted this channel, I put all of our old videos as private so no one can see them anymore, because we wanted to rebrand this YouTube channel. Yeah, it wasn't
Susie and Brandon anymore. Now it's the CrossFit Max channel.
So when I was going through all that, I could see that we had 104 episodes that were recorded.
Damn.
Which is crazy.
That's a lot of hours.
Yeah. So that's the thing. Like people see this final video that's 10, 15 minutes long. Yeah. But what you don't see is the several hours that was recorded, several hours that was edited. It's a word. Edited. But yeah, so when we opened up the gym, we released a couple episodes prior. We did like a little very sneak peek of us going through building to building to find the right gym. And then a couple weeks after we actually opened our gym, we released one vlog of the gym, which looking back now is really fun to watch.
To see the memory. Yeah,
because there's things like the mural that weren't up. We didn't have pink barbells. We only had blue barbells. The wall ball lines were not there.
Wow.
The decals that were on all of the ergs.
Where we came from.
Yeah. And the gym looked just very
plain.
Bare. Yeah. The thing, like the athlete's lounge, there was only 2 wooden benches. Yeah. So it just looked very bare, very plain, kind of the way we designed it at the beginning, that we wanted to build into it with all this extra color,
Right.
But yeah, so we did that. We released 104 episodes, and then it got to a point where we had to make the decision to cut YouTube because it was taking so much time and so much stress.
And it wasn't bringing us any financial gain at the time.
Exactly. And
even though it was a passion project, we had a much bigger passion project called CrossFit Max that needed our undivided attention.
Yeah. And even looking back at that video at that time when we did our last vlog, and we didn't know it was our last vlog, but we did our last vlog, I had essentially, if you go back and watch that, it's an episode almost every single day for the week, just to show the journey of like what it's like to be a gym owner.
Right.
And I coached every single group class that week, and I was doing that for the beginning of the opening of the gym. I taught from 6 a.m. to the 6 p.m. class, and I did that Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and I taught the Tuesday and Thursday class that was from noon until the 6 p.m. class at night, and then I also taught the one Saturday class and the one Sunday class, so we didn't get a single day off all week. And that Susie was also not coaching at that time. She was still teaching yoga more, but she was not coaching, so I coached every single every single group class hour of that week. So it got to the point where I literally could not invest any time into YouTube, and it was adding more stress to me. So we decided to just call it there. And and then the gym has just
blossomed.
Yeah, blossomed over the last little bit. I have decided to keep a few episodes on our YouTube channel from the old Susie and Brandon account. So
you can see a little bit of...
Some people can go back and see the initial videos, I guess. Or maybe not initial,
it's a little like time warp, though.
Yeah. Even last night I watched one that I haven't watched in so long. And it was fun to...
I'm so happy that we were filming a lot of our life, though, because it's like there's so many cool moments to look back on, like planning our wedding and all those things that we did.
Yeah.
be cool to like show our kids one day.
Yeah. And yeah, I feel like we also learned a lot from that process. We learned how to be in front of a camera. We learned how to speak on camera, which is a very unique skill that people don't understand.
Our first ever video was so cringy. Like we couldn't even look at the camera. We were so awkward.
Yeah. It was also filmed in that fish lens. So it's like very like wide lens. So we look like we're in a fishbowl.
It was so awkward.
Yeah. And anyways, we learned so much, and I think that skill helped us a lot throughout the pandemic. We started an online business.
Yeah.
We do a lot of social media stuff right now. Like a lot of that stuff that I learned over that time has helped me edit videos, helped me understand frames, angles. I learned a lot about even things maybe you might see social media posts or people posting reels, and it's something that maybe you might not think about, but you might feel it. And that's when one scene is extended for a little too long. And that's the difference between editing a 6-second video versus editing or cutting that short into a 2 to 3 second video.
Right.
And it's those little tiny details that really matter to capture people's attentions and make the video kind of pop a lot more.
Right.
Is that you don't like those extended cuts, the transitions, the angles, those things really, really matter. And I've applied a lot of that knowledge towards our reels that we make, towards a lot of our online business throughout those years. And yeah. So we're bringing it back.
So now, fast forward. Now
forward
it's
a year and a half.
2024. CrossFit Max has been open for a year and a half, and we are finding our feet again. You're not coaching every hour of the day.
Nope.
We're more of a team effort. The gym is thriving. And one of our big goals for 2024 is to really grow the CrossFit Max brand. So outside of the four walls of the gym. And so obviously we have experience a little bit with YouTube, whether we were massive on YouTube or not. We did put a lot of hours and time into it, and it's something that Brandon has like comfort in doing, something you enjoy, I think. So we've decided to bring back the YouTube channel, but instead of making it about us as a couple, we want to make it about the CrossFit Max lifestyle and bring what we believe in and our culture to people beyond our four walls. Which you can see now because we've dropped already 2 episodes. Our first episode was like a New Year's episode, and our second episode was
building the brand,
the brand, bringing the brand outside of CrossFit Max. This time around, we're outsourcing the editing.
Yes, we are.
Which is a massive load lifted in terms of the workload.
Yeah. So right now we're working with a company that edits the podcast, edits the YouTube episode for us. So all we have to do is
film.
Obviously have some sort of
plan of the story.
Yeah, let's call that. Not a script, but some sort of plan of, okay, we're going to film when we do this and this. And then all we do is we bring the camera, we click record, we chat, we get the good B-roll stuff, the good workout scenes. We have some sort of mission or sorry, not mission, but message behind it. And then from there, all we do is we just upload it to our video editor. They edit the whole process, and then they shoot us a first revision. I go through it. And again, because of my expertise in editing and doing this for several years, I know how to improve the video quality. Hey, add this text on this scene, or hey, add this joking video or this meme video here. Cut this a little bit shorter. Add this. Hey, add this text on here. Can we change the music? Can we turn down the music while I'm talking? It's the little things like that that make the YouTube episode much higher quality. And then what they do is they go back, and then there's maybe 2 or 3 revisions that happen. And then once that video is revised, I literally just take it, download it, upload it to YouTube. We have to create a thumbnail. So thumbnail is the
cover photo.
The cover photo of that episode, which is arguably just as important as the entire video.
Right.
Because if there's not a good cover photo, then people won't click on it.
Yeah.
And yeah, so that is something that we're going to have to work on a little bit more on our YouTube channel.
Mm-hmm.
From our stress levels and our time that it takes to do that, it's as simple as clicking the camera and going and just doing our thing. Maybe taking 30 to 60 minutes to understand, like, what is our message, what is the episode we want to record,
why are we making this episode,
why are we making it, yeah, and then creating the thumbnail, doing a little bit of the revisions back and forth with the video editor, and then just uploading it. So I'm excited. I want to do this. I want to see how well this can be pushed. Yeah. I think from a business standpoint, we're always trying to add more value to our clients. Right. I don't know another CrossFit gym in this area that release weekly podcast. I don't even know if there are gyms that do any podcasting at all.
I don't know either. Not that we're aware of.
Yeah. So I think what's important from our standpoint is that when we get our athletes coming to the gym, we get them for 60 minutes. We get them for 1 hour of the day. Yeah. And that's not a lot. I mean, that's as much. I'll take it. If that's as much as you're willing to give, I'll take that hour from you guys, and I freaking love it. And trust me, I appreciate that 60 minutes with you. But what's important is that there's 23 other hours of the day that you could always be focusing on your health, always improving on things. Yeah. So even if it's as little as, okay, this client is driving, or client X, you listener right now, are driving to work and you're listening to this podcast in your car.
On your free time.
Like, to me, I find I love listening to podcasts in the car because driving is wasted time. It's completely wasted time. You can't do anything. You just have to get from point A to point B, and you can't be on your phone. You can't really, like, listening to music.
Can't be productive in any way other than learning.
Exactly. So to me, it's a good time to tune on or listen to a podcast, tune in, and try to help learn some things, or even just entertainment. Right. Hence our stupid banter topics at the beginning.
We hope they're at least mildly entertaining in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah. But if we
Some are more entertaining than others.
If we can take clients who are willing to go above and beyond just the 60 minutes, the 1 hour of the day, and they want to learn things here and there, maybe even just like something like these blackout curtains, or maybe you never knew about changing the temperature of your room, or making sure the temperature in your room is between 18 to 20 degrees Celsius so you can fall asleep better, so you can get better quality sleep. And if you get both of those, hunger cues will be completely different. Recovery from workouts will be different. Your performance in the gym will be different. If you're trying to,
relationships will be better.
Your metabolism will be increased. If you're trying to lose weight, that'll help as well. Hormonal balance.
100%.
There's so many aspects of sleeping quality that
trickle into your overall
health. Into everything you do.
100%.
And if it's as easy as something as, you know what, like, yeah, my freaking curtains are not dark enough.
That darn light across the street that has been bothering me for the last 4 years.
Stupid shiny light. And anyway, so if we can help increase our value to you guys beyond just the 1 hour, and we can help it for another 30 minutes or another hour. And if you're at night and you're just decompressing after a long day or stressful day, and you want to just turn on some entertainment, or you want to see yourself being a badass athlete inside the gym, then we'll have vlogs for you guys.
Very cool.
And then
I love the idea that we're able to, like, show off who we are and what we're doing, and share the positivity that we're experiencing within these four walls with the rest of the world.
And I think the most important thing is what you just said there, is showcasing to the rest of the world there. How many times do you talk to your friends or family or colleagues at work, and they're like, whoa, no way, like, CrossFit's way too intense. Like, it would never be able to do that. And how cool would it be of you just sending them that YouTube link? Hey, check this out. This is what we're doing. And you see a video of Susie doing yoga at a cafe, and then you see members doing a workout with squatting, and they're doing some dumbbell pressing and some skipping. Like, these are not things that are so over the top. And our goal is for people to see these videos who maybe have never done CrossFit or on the fence of whether they should try it or not, to make the decision after watching that of, you know what, that looks so much fun. I want to go and do that.
100%.
Yeah. So it goes beyond just trying to help our clients, our already clients that exist right now. It helps provide them value, but beyond that, it helps maybe the people who are too scared to try CrossFit to get into a gym.
One of our big goals with the YouTube channel is to build awareness around who we are at CrossFit Max and what we really do within the gym, because there is still just so many misconceptions out there about CrossFit and how gyms are running their classes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
We just want to take all the guesswork out of it and be like, look, this is exactly what you can expect.
Yeah. And there's not many gyms doing that as well. I would say not very few gyms are doing any sort of filming.
Are literally thinking outside the box.
Yeah.
Box is like I
see what you did there.
An
old school term.
Slang term for a CrossFit gym.
Yeah.
The box.
Yeah.
We're literally thinking outside the box. I think that's something that we've done well so far up until now in our lives.
Mm-hmm.
And set trends.
Trendsetters.
We're trendsetters.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sure the decals on machines are coming for other gyms soon, and we can just be like, we had them first.
Yeah. And I love that. And I hope more CrossFit gyms decide that they want to get vlogging going, podcasts going. They want to post more on social media. Yeah. Just more media on CrossFit
is great for everybody.
It's great for everybody. Yeah. Anyways, we're excited for you guys, and if you have any ideas that you would like us to cover on the YouTube channel or again the podcast, we say this all the time, but feel free to come up to us, tell us. I've had a few people over the last couple weeks try to make recommendations for some of the podcast ideas, which I freaking love that.
Yes, Bring us the topics. What do you want us to talk about?
Gives us some good ideas of what our listeners want to hear. And and if you're in any of those YouTube videos and you want to share with friends or family or colleagues, do it. Send them the link. Hey, this is what I'm doing in my CrossFit box.
Look how fit I am doing these epic squats or whatever.
Yeah. Anyways, we hope you guys enjoy it. And last thing on this topic before we get into our client of the week is make sure you click that subscribe button. That will help us tremendously to get our channel out to some new people.
Yeah. Subscribing to the YouTube channel is the most valuable thing you can do to help us grow the channel.
Yep. Okay, clients
of the week.
Pew, 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 pew. Guns in the air.
Hey, you never do the pew with me. Look at that.
You're welcome. I decided we need to bring some more energy to it.
More energy, more passion. You know what video I'm talking about?
No idea.
Oh my God. Anyone who watches Instagram Reels or TikToks knows exactly what I'm talking about.
We'll put that on the YouTube vlog. I wanted to do something different this week.
There's no client of the week.
There's
just kidding.
Two clients of the week.
Two clients of the week.
And I think they both deserve a big shout out on this episode. Although they individually deserve it as well, I think together they have really done a phenomenal job over the last week. And there's a reason I'm naming both of them. Oh, there's several reasons why I'm naming both.
Naming both of the clients.
Naming both of them because number one, they're sisters. Number two, they're both pregnant. And number three, they've both been killing it in the gym. Number four,
they both PR'd their back squat in the last week pregnant.
That was kind of 0.3, but yes, absolutely.
Did I steal your thunder?
They are both getting fitter as they are pregnant, which is so incredible. Anyways, you listeners might know this already, but these two clients are Miriam and Wasila.
Woo! The crowd goes wild.
You should know this. How many weeks pregnant are they now?
Wasila is 19 weeks pregnant.
Boom.
And Miriam is 21 or 22 weeks pregnant.
So Miriam is past the halfway. Was is getting to about the halfway.
Yeah, Was is due 10 days before me.
Yeah, which is crazy. And what was the age difference between them?
Absolutely no idea.
No idea. very, very close in age.
Close in age, yeah.
So Wasila I knew because I used to play volleyball
She's
on
your
the
age, right?
Abbott team. Yes, I believe so. She might be either my age or a year younger than me.
She's like 29-ish.
Yeah. So she was on the women's volleyball team when I was on the men's volleyball team. So it's really cool that I haven't really seen her in the last 10 years since I graduated from Seicha, from Abbott. And she reached out to us. It's been almost a year now, maybe, or close to a year, I would say, where her and her sister started together. Anyways, this last week has been incredible. We've been on a back squat cycle this last 10 weeks that we've been, or this 12-week program, we've been focusing on the back squat. And both of them this last week have PR'd their back squat.
Woo!
Which, if you don't know what PR stands for, it means a personal record. It means the heaviest they have ever squatted in their life has happened
at like that 20 weeks pregnant.
At that point of their pregnancy. So they could say, oh, I'm pregnant, so I'm not going to work out. But what they've really done a great job at is they have really dove into hey, health is a priority for me. And it's also a priority for my baby and for the future of that baby as well. So they've gotten uncomfortable. Obviously, they dealt with feeling nauseous during their first trimester, lower amounts of energy. Now they've kind of gotten their energy back. Nausea's kind of gone away. They're obviously getting bigger every single week. So now
their bellies are so cute.
They're obviously feeling heavier when they're moving around, but we've been finding modifications for them for their exercise. And it's so crazy to me that during this process, they're actually getting fitter throughout the process. I don't mean, like they're mentally still able to keep showing up to the gym and keep pushing, like physically speaking and literally speaking, their strength numbers are increasing as they're pregnant, which to me is just mind blowing.
Yes, and I think it just takes away like that fear factor of working out while pregnant. They are moving in a completely safe way.
Super safe.
That feels fantastic in their body. Mm-hmm. And they're going to enjoy the fruits of their labor. They're going to have a much more comfortable pregnancy because of it. Mm-hmm. There's just so many benefits.
They're going to be able to recover from that pregnancy much better now that they're continuing to do their exercise.
100%.
And in my past, I have had one athlete literally go until I coached them that morning, and that evening they went to the hospital and gave birth. So it is very, very safe for women to go through pregnancy working out.
Yeah, now, obviously, it just means your workouts look slightly different.
Exactly. Yeah. And it's super healthy for you and extremely healthy for the baby.
Even if you are currently pregnant and you have never worked out before, it is still a good time to start.
Absolutely. Yeah, imagine we just get like 15 new pregnant women who are... I wanted to join your gym because I heard your podcast.
Honestly, that'd be amazing. And then we're going to start mom and baby classes at the end of next summer.
Hell
so
yeah.
There is no time like the present to start training. It doesn't matter what stage of pregnancy you're at, what life stage you're at. If you have like a small injury or you have something, like it's still a good time to start working out because there's always going to be things that you can do. Yeah. And movement is always going to be medicine.
Yeah. And if you haven't heard our pregnancy podcast episode, go back and listen to it. But for now, thank you guys so much for tuning in to this episode. We appreciate each and every one of you guys, and we'll catch you
and we miss you.
The next one. What do you mean we miss you?
Because technically when they hear this, we're already in Australia.
Yeah, it's true. You just had to slide it in. See, Susie's talking about Australia now, not me.
All right.
See you guys.
Bye.